I never thought I'd be the kind of man to watch his marriage crumble in real time. But there I was, sitting in the dark, staring at my phone, as my wife of 6 years kissed another man in our home. She didn't know I was watching. She didn't know I had cameras installed for security. But that night, I stopped being her husband and started planning the coldest revenge she'd ever experienced. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted most, this story will hit home. Hit subscribe, give this video a like, and stick around, because sometimes karma doesn't wait. It walks in wearing your ex's favorite perfume. Let's get into it. My name's Adam. I thought I was living a dream life. My wife, Melissa, and I had been married for 6 years. We met in college. She was outgoing, ambitious, and always the center of attention. I was the quieter one, working hard to build my career in IT security. People used to joke that we balanced each other perfectly. Her energy, my stability. We bought a house, adopted a golden retriever, and planned for kids someday soon. I trusted her with everything, my passwords, my future, my heart. But you know that feeling when something starts to feel off? When their girls' nights turn into work trips, and their phone suddenly becomes a sacred object you're never allowed to touch? Yeah, that was the start. It started small. Melissa became distant. Short answers, late nights, random bursts of laughter over texts she refused to explain. When I'd ask who she was talking to, she'd roll her eyes and say, "Why don't you trust me?" At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I'd been too focused on work. Maybe she was just stressed. But my gut told me something darker was going on. So, one weekend, while she was away on business, I checked the security system I had installed. Indoor cameras ID set up for our dog when we traveled. And what I saw made my blood freeze. Melissa wasn't in a hotel. She was in our house, wearing my shirt, laughing, drinking wine, with a man I didn't recognize. They looked comfortable. Too comfortable. Then she kissed him. I remember my hands shaking, my throat tightening. I didn't scream, I didn't cry, I just sat there, staring, watching the woman I had built my life with betray me, in the home I'd bought for us. And in that moment, something inside me went cold. Most people would have confronted her right then. But I didn't, because I realized something. Anger fades, but humiliation, that lasts. I wanted her to feel what I felt, blindsided, powerless, and completely exposed. So I played dumb. When she got back 2 days later, I greeted her with a smile, cooked her favorite dinner, and pretended everything was normal. She acted the same, cheerful, affectionate, even tried to be intimate that night. The guilt must have made her overcompensate. And that's when I knew exactly how I'd destroy her, quietly, strategically, and without a single argument. Melissa and I shared everything, including finances. I was the one managing our accounts, investments, and mortgage payments. So over the next few weeks, I started moving money into a separate account, legally mine, under my name only. Then I did something even colder. I started gathering proof. Screenshots from the camera feed, copies of texts from our shared iCloud. She'd forgotten her messages synced to my laptop. Dozens of flirty messages, photos, and plans to finally tell Adam after the holidays. Except the holidays never came. Once I had everything, I went to a lawyer. He helped me prepare the divorce papers, complete with her infidelity evidence. Then, I planned the reveal. Melissa's birthday was coming up, and she'd invited friends and family for a small dinner at our house. She thought I was helping her organize it. Oh, I organized it all right. The night of her birthday arrived. The house was decorated. Guests were laughing, wine was flowing, and Melissa looked radiant, the perfect hostess. She stood up to make a toast, thanking everyone for being there, and of course she saved a special thank you for me, her amazing husband. That's when I smiled, raised my glass, and said, "Actually, Melissa, I've got a little surprise for you, too." I pulled out the TV remote, hit play, and the screen behind me lit up. At first, people thought it was a slideshow of her photos, until it wasn't. The footage played. Her and the other man, laughing, drinking, kissing. The room went dead silent. Her mother gasped. One of her friends screamed. And Melissa just stood there, pale, frozen, her mouth opening and closing like she couldn't breathe. I let the silence hang, then said calmly, "Happy birthday, honey. Don't worry. I've already filed the divorce papers. The lawyer will send you a copy tomorrow." And with that, I walked out. Left her standing there in front of everyone who once admired her. Cold? Maybe. But you know what? It was clean. It was final. And it was deserved. The next morning she called. 30 missed calls, then texts, begging me to talk, to understand, to forgive. But forgiveness doesn't erase betrayal. I blocked her number, changed the locks, and moved out within the week. Turns out, her affair partner dumped her soon after, said she was too dramatic. Karma's got a cruel sense of humor. It took time to rebuild. But I did. Therapy, gym, friends. I started living again. And honestly, the best revenge wasn't the video or the humiliation. It was waking up one day and realizing I didn't hate her anymore. Because when you stop caring, that's when you truly win. Here's what I learned. Revenge doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes the quietest actions, the ones that leave no trace but peace, are the most devastating. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And then walk away stronger. If you think Melissa got what she deserved, hit that like button. Comment below. What's the coldest revenge you've ever seen? And don't forget to subscribe for more true Reddit revenge stories that prove one thing. Justice might take time, but it always arrives.